Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you coming back? Are you coming back to see me again? Because if you are, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming to see my content. I really appreciate that. I mean, I think it's cool, but if you think it's cool, that's a big deal for me. So anyhow, welcome to Talk to the Hand Reviews. I'm Bo the Reviews Lady, and I like to talk about fragrance and cosmetics and how I used to work in those industries. In the 80s and 90s. But I also like to break out into spontaneous chair dance. So if that's something that you don't mind seeing, please feel free to subscribe. Today, on the show today, see all these little bottles? They're so cute. Well, y'all, I collected these up when I worked in cosmetics and fragrance in the 80s and 90s. They're all that old. And they were in my storage unit since like the late 90s. And I took them out, brought them here. Now, most of them have not ever been opened. So I am opening them now to share with you. Do they still smell the same, or has the juice gone bad, etc., etc. I've already done a few videos, so I've already opened some up. But today I've chosen 3. And they are, drum roll please, Gucci number 3. Oh yeah, Gucci number 3. Paloma Picasso, daughter of the famous artist Pablo Picasso. And I know you know this one. If you're a fragrance lover, it's still around. And I got one for the gentleman. Fendi Uomo. Fendi Uomo. That's a nice one too. Okay. So what I'll do is I will start with Gucci number 3. And let me tell you about Gucci number 3. It was launched. You say launch in perfume, you don't say released. In 1985. And I think it's been discontinued. I couldn't find any new version or reformulation or anything. But this fragrance, because I had bottles of it in the late 80s, early 90s, this fragrance was really one of my signature fragrances. It is so, well, let's open it and see it, if it still smells good or not. Let me tell you, this was a special fragrance. I would love to be transported back. Well, not actually. I don't want to go back to my life. I don't want to be young again. I don't want any of that, but I'd like to smell this. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh no. Okay, wait. At first it has a little bit of that, when they turn a little bit, but they're not completely bad yet. No, there it is. This is a youthful, sexy, but it's I'm running around. I'm living my life. I don't have a lot of time. I'm just trying to live my best life, trying to do my best stuff. And that was what this was to me. It's just like it's a fresh floral with some green notes in it. And it's almost got like a little bit of a peppery element. But this is one that I really wish they were still making new. My vintage bottle, some of the, I think this is perfume too. Oh, it doesn't say. So this might be eau de toilette, which I find that the eau de toilettes, they don't last forever like the perfumes a lot of times do. Like in my experience with opening some of these that are perfumes, parfum, and not eau de toilette or cologne, they still smell. But this one, it's like the base notes have taken over it. But this was an amazing fragrance when I wore it in the 80s and 90s. And if you could ever get a hold of a bottle of it, well, of course I don't know what it's gonna smell like because it's vintage, but I would love to have this again. So Gucci number 3, well, didn't quite translate to the future, so that's too bad. Okay, moving on. Next we'll go to Fendi Uomo. Fendi Uomo launched in 1988, and it has been discontinued. A really nice men's fragrance. There is no reason why this should have been discontinued. People should have fallen all over themselves to buy this fragrance because, as I recall, this was one of the nicest men's fragrances. And I worked in men's fragrances too, so I had some experience with women's fragrance, men's fragrance, and cosmetics because I worked in all those. But we shall see. Are you ready? Okay. Here it is. Oh, I smell it already. Ah, it still smells just like it. Oh, wow. Oh, that has not aged at all. That smells very nice. It's a very sexy men's fragrance. Why was it discontinued? Why? Oh, that is so nice. So I wonder what the percentage of perfume oil is in this, because you know men's fragrances don't say perfume or parfum, or they usually say eau de toilette or cologne or some version of that. So I have no way of knowing how much perfume oil is in this, but this still smells fantastic. Oh, look at it, and a little box too, and a box. Bethco fragrances used to be distributed by Bethco. So yeah, Fendi Uomo. Fendi Uomo, won't you please come back? I really don't know what people were thinking if they didn't buy this fragrance back in the day, because it smells so good. Okay, so Fendi Uomo, an A. Unfortunately, my Gucci number 3, gotta give it a C-. It still smells good though, but there's a little bit of that turn, and this is not my youth in a bottle anymore. It's something else. Okay, and now, last, but my lovely ladies and handsome gents, most certainly not least, you know her, you love her, Paloma. Remember little tummy? Oh, she's so cute. Isn't that cute? Look at that. You don't have any minis that look like that. It's the cutest little thing. And so this fragrance, Paloma Picasso, this was another fragrance that I wore a lot. I mean, there's a lot of years in a person's life when they're my age to say things like, yeah, this used to be my signature fragrance. Oh yeah, this used to be my signature fragrance. Oh, this is my if you wear something for a year, it's your signature fragrance. If you wear that, or even less, but if you wear it more than your others, I consider that a signature fragrance. So I had some bottles of this stuff, let me tell you, and I really, really loved it. I smelled it recently, and I thought the formulation had changed, but I think maybe it was just my sense of smell that has changed, because I did smell I have more than one of these, and I smelled one, and my old vintage thing smelled like the new version, which I was like, what? They changed it. I think it's me in this case, because how could, like, they went to my storage unit and they changed the juice in this old thing, you know, or the other one. Okay, well, I'm gonna open this and see what it's like. Here we go. This is a vintage bottle of Paloma Picasso mini from the 80s. I'd say this is from the late 80s. I don't think I would have had it after, because I sold it in the late 80s, but not in the 90s. So it's that old. So here we go. Oh, so magical. Perfume is magic. It is, you know. Aww. Is it gonna? Okay. Okay. Look how cute. Okay, so. No, it's turned. It's turned. It has that smell perfumes get, where they haven't gone bad yet, but they smell not quite like they should. Oh, wait a minute though. That little bit of that stanky thing I'm talking about, that wore away. Okay. Okay, if I really wanted to, I could still wear this as juice. But it's not exactly what I remember. So I'd say I could give it like a C. Ah! The click of reassurance. But honestly, isn't that adorable? I just, so cute. So, thank you for joining me for this video about my vintage minis collection, and I hope that you find it somewhat interesting, because I sure do. And I had these forever, and then YouTube came around, and now I get to share these, you know, with you guys. And there are 50 here, and I have not done videos on the vast majority of them. But I did do one video where I just basically told you what they all were. So if you see that video, if you're a vintage person, or sorry, if you're a minis person, if you see that video and there's any in there that you like, that you want me to prioritize, I will totally do that. Just leave a comment in the section below. Leave a comment in the section below, and I'll do what you want. Thank you for joining me again, and I hope to see you next time here on Talk to the Hand Reviews. I also like to move around a little bit, kind of try to get you to dance with me, kind of thing. Anyways, okay.